Hi guys, thanks for watching. Today I wanted to film a kind of different video, but it is part of a big theme I want to have on this channel now. Sorry. Which is like your overall life motivation, which I know sounds like this impossibly large theme, but I feel like this year has been a year where I just have felt really stuck. And I have kind of taken to saying in the last couple of weeks that I'm in a period of reset. So trying to find what motivates me again, trying to get back into my groove in a way, and just be the best version. I mean, at the risk of sounding hokey, like being the best version of myself I can be. And in doing so, taking full responsibility and accountability for how I got here. Some stuff I can't really do much with, such as like my back. Like I can't really like change that, right? I'm doing what I can with it. I have some notes just so I stay on topic, and I don't want this to be a super long video. So I'm trying to, keep it concise. But basically, this was born out of frustration from where I am at this point in the year and at this point since my back surgery. And I'm kind of calling this like my mid-year motivation reset, which granted it's like July, so I recognize it's closer to like 2/3 of the year, but mid-year sounds better. So I kind of want to talk about where I was at the beginning of the month, like in June, to how I've handled July, and then how I'm prepping for August. And then I'm going to talk about August specific, like my August challenge to myself in a separate video, just so it's not like a 17-hour long video. So basically, at the end of June, I was furious. I was just grumpy. I was really unmotivated. I wasn't nearly as productive as I normally am in the course of the day. I can get a lot done. Me getting shit done is as natural as the sun coming up. So when I am not as productive, that is a huge sign that something's wrong. And I just couldn't get with it. Like something was wrong. And so I took some, probably more like a week and a half of just really doing a lot of deep diving on inside, kind of staying quiet, paying attention to what I was noticing, and kind of sourcing where it was coming from, and then trying to action how to fix it. I'm a project person, so I'm very goal oriented, so I tend to okay, here's what I want to do, and here's what I can do to get there, right? And I stick to it. But I just couldn't do that. But what I did was I sat down at the end of June and I made a whole plan for the month of July. And basically, I have goals. I remember saying at the end of June, I just need a really big win. I need something to go right for me so then I can kind of get my swagger back a little bit, and not a negative way, not swagger, but my self-confidence, my me, I get me back. Okay, so what I did for July was I basically mapped out in my planner, I'll actually show this to you for August. I'll show you what my August looks like. I don't want to show you July because I have stuff written in it and we're not there yet. Something else that was really bothering me was my digestive system. I was so stressed out that it was affecting my digestion, in a way that was at times debilitating. I would get crazy intense, cramps and bloating, and it hurt like hell. So I just needed to make a change. So one of the first things I did, because it's easy to do, at least for me, was I mapped out once a week, which for me is Mondays, a block for every Monday in July, my weight and then my measurements. And I just wanted to track it. I didn't have any goals attached to it. I didn't have any I want to lose 5 pounds this month. Nothing like that. It was not about that. It was just, where am I? Just like a pulse check. I wanted to use this month as a pulse check. And then I also, in light of that, I cut gluten and refined sugar as much as possible from my diet. I do follow an 80-20, but I'm pretty good, especially if I'm at home. I am really good. I needed to exercise because it always helps with your endorphins and your anxiety and your stress and that kind of stuff. And then I needed to really keep on with my water. So my goal is to drink 3 to 4 liters of water a day. And it is not hard for me to do that. I pee like a racehorse, but it's like a, you know, it's a totally fine side effect. I do sort of intermittent fast, but I don't do a true 16-8 split. I do more of like a 14-10, and I don't work out fasted. I might later. I totally could before I got hurt, but there's no way I can do it right now. In terms of like my fitness and diet and overall like that part of my life, those were my goals for July, and that's really, it has a huge effect on your overall productivity, your energy level, your sleep quality, all of that, right? Your mood, there's tons of benefits to that. So I just wanted to kind of take it seriously for the month of July. And I'm halfway through July, and I can tell you it has been such a game changer, just taking it seriously. And I'm not obsessive. I'm not one of those people that's like, we can't go to dinner here because like it doesn't have this. Like I'm normal. So I allow for spontaneity. I allow for like social events, friends, whatever. But I also like am taking this seriously. So I'm not gonna go hang out and go to like, I don't even know where, someplace I don't go to because of that. Like I'm gonna, you know, and my friends are cool. So like they're like, most of us have dietary restrictions. So then the next big chunk I made was getting back on YouTube. Because I was ready to like ram my head through a wall professionally, I needed to find an avenue where I wasn't as frustrated. And so I basically restructured my schedule to allow for this. I had to get a lot of buy-in to accommodate this. And I can tell you it's a really good idea. I'm really excited. I'm taking it seriously. I feel like there is just the potential of it makes me feel so good. And I can already tell a shift in my productivity because I'm getting it done and it just feels good. I'm not saying that's like my career change, but I'd be open to it. We'll get there. It takes time. Another major thing I did was I tracked what I call weekly wins, just to kind of help me. I'm a big believer in keeping perspective. And so one of the things that I really wanted to do was keep perspective on the day-to-day. So like in my planner, I have a daily gratitude section, which I love about my planner. I've actually had that for a couple of years. I buy it every year. But in my tracker thing, I have a weekly win. So just something that happened that week, whether it was directly an effect of something I did or something I just really wanted to be aware of, I track it. I felt like that was adequate for July. And then for like next month, you know, I'm gonna start having real tangible goals attached to certain things, not just the pulse check. But I just wanna like take a month to really do some analysis of what life looks like implementing these changes and see if there's any sustainable positive change data that comes from it that I can continue down the road. So my goal by the end of the year is to just be stronger, more physically, like to get back to that. I miss the shape I was in. I missed being so capable and strong and just, I was leaner, but I was just happier and I didn't worry about things. I just knew I could handle it. I want to get back to that point. So I want to continue to make health-related videos. I want to continue to make like wellness, self-care, that kind of stuff. That's something I'm really into. Not so hokey. I don't mean that in an offensive way. I just mean that like I'm not somebody who like has crystals in their house. That's totally fine if you do. I apologize if you can hear my washing machine. But it's just not my jam. I'm just way more of a science brain. So I need data and like hypothesis, I need testing, you know what I mean? But the whole point of this video was just to kind of give you guys an idea of where I am and why I'm making these changes and open the door for future videos down the road if you guys are interested in it, but also to kind of open it up and ask if anybody else is going through this. 'Cause I feel like in my like circle of people, a ton of us are, but I don't know if it's just like you know, my circle of people or if it's everybody. But I love the dialogue that this could potentially create. And I really encourage the storytelling behind it, because I think it's really important to be open about your life in, you know, correct ways. That's the point of this, is just to kind of see if other people are also feeling stuck, and then to potentially provide some, not necessarily like guidance, but just here's what I'm doing, and if this might help you, awesome. Because I'm all about helping and empowering others. It is one of the primary objectives of my life. I swear to God, I really think it's what I've been put on this planet for. And yeah, so anyway, to keep this video not an hour and a half long, I'm gonna cut it off here. I'm really looking forward to your feedback on this. I wanna know if you guys are interested in this conversation and just to see what the future holds on it. I'm really down to continue filming videos about this and about how to stay motivated, how I'm implementing things, health videos, all of that. Like, I'm super down. I love watching those videos, so I'm down to create them. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon. Have a good day. Bye.